This is another one of those most requested videos, the six pack, the abs. How do you get the washboard abs? And I know you guys have heard it all before and you probably know by now that abs are made in the kitchen. Yeah, they are to a degree. But someone like me who's never stepped foot in the kitchen, I'm a man. Why am I going to step foot in the kitchen for? That ain't my responsibility. That ain't my job to cook my food. I pay people to cook my food. I'll get someone nice to cook my food. Either way, I don't step foot in a kitchen. Unless I'm getting some water. Or I have to defrost the fridge. You know what I'm trying to say, guys. You gotta do some chores around the house. But how do you get a six pack? So when it comes to the six pack, it's very simple. Yeah, it is. We covered, everyone has a six pack. Every single person is born with a six pack. When you see a baby or a lean toddler or a child that's parents haven't abused it by giving it loads of food, they have six packs. My daughter's got a six pack right now. She's just started gymnastics and she's doing this crazy cartwheels around the house and doing all these backflips. And I think she's going to land on her head any minute and do damage to herself. But she's not. She's crazy. She does all this shit. And I'm sure when you see kids, if you have kids of your own, you'll know their abs are very well developed. We all have them. We're all born with them. And the abdominal wall is there to protect our organs. That's what it is. Was there for originally, and then by some crazy weird way it's become fashionable to get a six pack. But the truth is, it is actually healthy to have a six pack. It is, yeah. Not the crazy extreme bodybuilding kind of six pack where your gut's sticking out and you've got six packs lines on it and you're taking growth and insulin. No, not that. I mean flat six pack washboard abs. I don't like the vacuum. I think that's a bit strange as well. There's no need to do bloody vacuum. It looks disgusting. It looks horrible. Arnold Schwarzenegger did it. Arnie did it. Frank Zane did it. Those guys did it. Great. That was good. It was art for them days. It was nice. It was good. Today, when you see people doing vacuums, it looks horrible. Don't even do it. Don't even bother. Anyway, that's a bodybuilding thing. If you're not a bodybuilder, it's this crazy thing that they do where they suck the abs in. Anyway, abdominals. We all have them. How do we bring them out? Now, the list of that is the list for that video is going to be like as long as I don't know, very very long is what I'm trying to say. So this isn't a fat loss video as such. There's many things you can do for fat loss, but you need to get the fat off first. That is it. That's the bottom line. Fat needs to come off in order to see the abs. But is doing some sort of sit-ups beneficial? Do you need to do some sort of sit-ups? Most guys are going to say, no, you don't. Stop doing sit-ups. You're wasting your time. They're actually wrong. Let me explain why. Like in the other videos I've mentioned where if you have a lagging body part, you should train it every single day. Same thing with your stomach, your core, your abdominals, your obliques, your intercostals, all this area over here. See how I sounded smart over there? I've got Google open up over here and I'm just reading from Google now. I'm joking. I know what the muscles are because I have them, I can see them. But in order to get these functioning and activating and firing right, you need to be training them somehow. I don't care how fat you are. When you eat loads of food, your muscles, especially over here, have just weakened because you're pushing your belly out. The belly's getting bigger than it needs to be and than it ever should be. And what's happening, your abdominal wall is just become deformed and it's pushed out. It's weakened itself. And sorry about that. It's just not what it used to be. And especially it's not what it used to look like and what it should. So it's not really causing any benefit. It's not really having any benefit of being there. It's protruding out. So as a fat guy, you should do sit-ups correctly. You should train your core every single day. Some way you should train your core. Maybe one day go for the obliques, go for the side bends and stuff like that. The wood choppers and stuff. And then maybe on the another day you could do the sit-ups, the leg raises, the hanging leg raises. I don't know if fat guys can do that. It's kind of a hard exercise. But you know what I'm trying to say. Train your obliques, train your core, train your sit-ups. Do work on your abdominals. This is not going to help burn the fat. This is not going to do spot reduction, but when you start burning fat, your abs are going to come out a lot quicker than a guy who's not training his core, than a guy who's not doing crunches, than someone who's not doing his leg raises every single day. And not to mention that if your belly is sticking out here, yes, you're fat. Of course, you're going to be fat, but it might just be to lose a couple of extra inches off your waist. It might just be that your core is very weak. It's protruding out. Tighten it, bring that back in, and that might be the difference to your posture. That might make you stand up tall better. That might make your stomach sucking better. You might even lose 2 to 3 inches off your waist just by training your core, not fat. Remember, guys, I'm not saying you're going to lose fat, but everything, all the muscles surrounding your spine will feel better. They will strengthen. Your posture will improve. 100% your posture will improve when you train your core. It happens to me to this day. I'm still fairly lean all year round. I start slacking. I'm living in a different country. I'm not into my normal routine. I do other stuff. I'll tend to go out and eat and do whatever. And then I can always see my abs. And because I can always see my abs, it's an illusion to me thinking, I can see my six pack. My core must be okay. And what do? I neglect my core. I let my core go. And then one day I wake up in the morning and I've got a little bit of back pain. And I think, what the hell? Why is my back aching? Not knowing, not realizing that it's nothing to do with my back. It's my core. My core's weak. And then before you know it, you look in the mirror, your stomach's sticking out, your ass is tilted over here, your pelvis is tilted this way, your back's like this. Your body is all out of alignment. What do? Start training core, and within 5, 6, 7 days, within a week, everything is straight again. I'm starting to sit up tall a little bit more. I mean, at the minute, I spend a lot of my time sat here editing videos on the laptop, Google, other stuff as well. You know what I mean? You do this kind of stuff, sat here. And what happens? We just start to slouch, the core becomes weak, inactive, and we just slump over. So training your core is very, very important. And I know the video, I think it's going to be titled How to Get a Six Pack or Things to Do for the Six Pack, something along the lines of that. But you need to train your core. Even if you cannot see your six pack, 100%, get up in the morning. You know what the best things to do actually when you wake up in the morning? I know everyone sleeps on a bed, or you should sleep on a bed anyway, or you can sleep on the floor, I don't know. But you should do what is the exercise called? I don't even know the exercise, but just lift your legs up, lift your body up, and hold that like a frontal plank position in bed every morning before you get out for 30 seconds. So all you need to do, you activate your core, jump out of bed, go onto the floor, do some sit-ups, do some leg curls, do some planks. It takes you 5 minutes. Go to the toilet, empty your guts, you'll feel good, you'll feel fresh, you'll stand up tall. You'll check yourself out while you're brushing your teeth in the morning. Something that you guys should be doing every single morning. I've neglected this. This is why I made this video. More so for myself as well. I've neglected it as of recently, especially in the past year, I've neglected it more than anything because this is the year or past few years where I've thought, you know what, I don't need to get big. I'm not bothered about lifting loads of weights. I'm not bothered about looking massive. I'm happy to just be lean. So this recent, past 5 or so years, I've kind of kept my abs always there. And when you see a six pack, it is the worst thing because you look at your six pack and you think, yeah, I'm all right. There's nothing wrong with me. And then you just neglect your core. So please train it. Hopefully this video gave you guys some value. Comment down below, like and subscribe.